Okay, so I have this precedent height CSV. Let me show you how. This is our first example of how to see a data, right? Small amount of data. So, okay, so I've downloaded it from web, put it in the same directory where I'm running IPython notebook, where I execute Jupyter notebook, right? I copied it to the same directory. Okay, so let me check where is my Jupyter notebook. It is running in somewhere.
You can see and users slash.
No. Like for example, I'm running a data science ML. This directory. Okay, so this directory I'm running. So we have to make sure that either you keep it in some directory and make the path reachable, or if you want to simplify things, just put it in the same directory. Okay, so that put it in the same directory. So if you see, I put it inside this, so it will be I think this resident heights. Okay, this is a CSV file. So you see, you'll see header information and content information. Right, where index number, president name, and height of the president is mentioned. Okay, so now we have this data. I'm loading this data with pandas, so don't worry about it. We'll study this data. Okay, how am I loading it? Pandas PD imports pandas. We will be studying the next topic. Okay, PD read CSV. PD.read.csv. Read underscore CSV. What is it doing? It's fine, and you have to mention the location where it presents, and you do that, and you do period. Don't worry about this API. We haven't yet touched it. Yeah, so like in future we'll do it.
But say that file is stored in downloads or any other.
Then you have to give the full path. C dot whatever C slash. That's whatever is the full path. Give that. Okay, and now inside this you give data dot head. Okay, we'll read these APIs. This is part of pandas. Okay, so what it is doing, it will show you the data like this, the way you're seeing it. Okay, just to first small data analysis problem. Now what you want to do, you want to get height from all this. Like this, you want to find the average height, right? So you can want to get this particular column. So you write data and a column name here. Okay, and you do NP array. So what does it create? It creates an array which contains all the height, isn't it? And this is an NP array. So you are converting heights, which is mentioned in a CSV file, to NP array. Okay, then you want to find mean. Just do whatever you do actually. Okay, mean, max, whatever you want to do this here. This is finding the average. Makes sense, right? I mean, it's really easy. I mean, just to get a hang of how does data look like and how can you do that, right? So now say of course, what does this bring to the table? Nothing. Okay, even matplotlib we haven't studied now. Okay, just trying to show you how simple is it to project. Suppose you want to project a frequency diagram. What is frequency diagram? How many people are with this particular height? Okay, that particular information you want. So how many precedents are with this particular height? So what you can do is, so we have histogram here. Okay, first you have to do percentage matplotlib inline. Okay, let's write it here. Okay. This things okay, this brings output of matplotlib into. So whatever you do, okay, in matplotlib to show diagrams and all, it will now come in your Jupyter notebook. This is a Jupyter notebook, like we are doing using time it and all that, right? So this is a Jupyter notebook. So whatever output comes here. This is what you are doing. PLT import matplotlib, which is already installed in a system. You don't have to install it originally. Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay, this is for plotting graphs and charts. Then into plt.histogram, and you give heights, comma, heights. Okay, heights is the information that you want to display, comma, color red. Okay, and just by this stuff, what happens is it projects you this particular graph, each different heights and the frequency of people. Like there are 12 people with height between 180 and 185. Right? This is a frequency distribution diagram. Right? It's this simple now. When you have some data, you can so then it's right. You can tell me that a lot of people, a lot of presidents in US have height around 181 to 184. This tells a lot about it, right? Okay. So generally people are 6 feet high. In US presidents. So if you're not 6 feet high, make sure you don't run for presidential race. Okay. Okay. I mean, you have less chances. Okay. So that sort of analysis, that sort of understanding you can build. Okay, we'll be doing this matplotlib and pandas, but
See, this is still just like so many other charts.
We'll create scatter graph. Okay, pie chart, a lot of other things, 10 options that will be showing you all this 3D representation of data, and those are really, really simple. Actually. Okay, let me proceed further.
Grab it is not doing.
They should come. Ready for something now. Creating. Yeah. So what will I do today? I'll deal it today with arrays, Boolean arrays and masks. Okay. Okay. Suppose suppose you have some data here. These are pretty quick operations which actually saves a lot of time. Okay. Suppose you have data here. NP dot import data NP dot array. Some data here. Okay. Or say some data here. Data. Now what you want to do, you want to find all the numbers less than 3. What do you do? Data less than 3. Got it. Simple. That's it. If you execute it, you get all the numbers, which is all the numbers. You get a Boolean array here, isn't it? Yeah. But is this the end goal? No, right? You want to get the actual content. So you get a Boolean array. The idea that I was trying to explain here. What is this? This is a Boolean array. I'll now start writing more because okay. Results Boolean array. the results of Boolean array. Setting true for elements which matches the criteria, right? Similarly, returns the content matching. Got it, right? So same thing like equal to, less than equal to, greater than equal to, like, okay. So just extrapolate it to all possible options.
Any limitations of this one? Like, I don't know. See, as of now, whatever condition we give, operations we give will be fine. Just put a for loop, then if loop, whatever, it will be fine. But is there any limitations?
It cannot hold different type of data. NumPy is a homogeneous data structure. Cannot hold different type of data.
Okay. That is this one. What I mean to ask is this one. Data of data.
No, these are all fine. No issues. It will take a bit mask array. That is known as mask array, which contains this mask function or not. I'll show it for you. Okay, so you can write little more complex thin stuffs also. Okay. So, for example, you can write like this. Data. Okay, so we have this content here, and we can write data. Okay, data less than 3, and data greater than 4. Nothing single line. Yeah, it's data less than 3.
Like put a comma or something, comma also, right? If we put a comma.
No, it don't work that. What is it? Data less than 3 and data greater than 4.
We are excluding 3 and 4.
1 and 2. Oh, there will be nothing which matches this criteria, right? Understood, right? Is there any data which can match
3 and 4? If 1, 2, 5. If we put comma, then I think we'll get the desired output. Because then
now you understood.
Yeah.
Or is fine. And means, is it possible that a number is less than 3, 1, 3 and greater than that is what I was trying to do. Okay, see here, it's an or, right? Yeah, as long as this is an or, this is fine. So you similarly you can write it for and also.
3 and will give 3 and 4.
No. And means the data should match that criteria. Both the data should match that criteria. Like, a number should be like, I can write things like this. Okay, this is the first expression, and this is the second expression. Okay, so you can write data greater than, less than 4, and data percentage 2. Right, we is matching both these criteria. This is and this not. Okay, you want to similarly in this case, you want to get all the data which is even and which is yeah, I mean, you can have that equal to also, like whatever we are seeing, right? Equal to and have that equal to also. So you got a hang of it, right? What are the various operations that you have not equal to, or you are not equal to, right? To check whether that is not matching. Okay. So you can almost do a lot of these computation. Yes. Okay. Now let's see. We have this utility random. We have seen a little bit of random things, right? Now we will use this stuff random state. We'll use this in our later on. We will use this concept random state. So what does it do here? Okay, just name some string np dot random dot random state. Pass some seed here. See, what is seed?
Seed is when you want to store a random number and you want to recall it again.
I mean, one thing pretty close again, but how do you define a seed? It's like a for your random number generation. Need a need a starting point. Okay, not necessarily starting of the number that you generate. It needs a like to kick off the engine. It needs some some starting point. So if you keep the starting point same, it will generate same number. Okay, so that's a concept. If you get seed, it will always generate the same content. Okay, just give the seed same. Say for example, e is equal. Okay, rng dot rand int. Okay, numbers between 10, size 3, 4. Okay, it will generate some content. Now, if I execute it one more time, let's see if it's generating same. Not generating same, right?
What exactly does random state do?
Hmm?
What exactly is random state?
So, this random state actually helps you connect to the seed. Okay, it generates a random object generator. Okay, let's show it here. Okay. Yes, see this some concept of pseudo random number generator. Random exposes the number of methods. Okay, so right. So what it does is it actually exposes a number of methods to generate random numbers. Okay, from drawn from a variety of probability distribution. In addition to distribution specific argument, each method can take a keyword argument size that defaults to none. Seed is there by default. This is what you provide. But essentially, the thing that you need to understand and be comfortable with, it's a mechanism by which you can generate random. The beauty, the important part here is it can generate RNG, right? It can give you a lot of ways. Like, what is a binomial distribution?
Yes, binomial.
Okay, there are a lot of these distribution actually. For example, chi-square distribution. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I think Ashish took one class, right? Chi-square was covered here, not yet. So take one more class to each distributions and all. So he will be touching these points. What are the various distribution? But remember, this is a mechanism by which you are generating random numbers, great. But there is when you're generating random numbers also, there should be a pattern there. So that ideally, where do you use this random numbers generation? You use in data creation so that you can test certain concepts. You can prove some concepts. That is where you use it. Okay, so you have to generate with some logic behind it. Okay, so for example, okay, like you want to generate some data with some binomial distribution, right? Or actually I'm looking for normal distribution. See, normal distribution. Okay. What is normal distribution? Data actually towards the center, data will be more, right? Our like salary, salary. Most of the things in this world are normally distributed at average high distribution. If you see in the previous precedent, right? It was like this curve, right? Salary, if you see in a company, it will be always like this. A lot of people will be getting the middle bracket. Few people will be getting the lower side. Few people will be getting the upper side. Now I think it is more shifting towards lower side. But anyway, just kidding. So normal, that is normal distribution. In most generally observed pattern of data distribution is normal. Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. Suppose you have 100 and a plot graph. Okay, so whatever. Okay, so it is some randomly number, but remember the pattern is normal distribution. Okay, so I'll just save this pattern in data. Now just I simply want to project this graph and see what is the distribution of data. Generally, if it's normal, so I expect data will be more towards the center. Okay, so let's now see it. Percentage. Whatever it is not correct. Is correct. Plot dot histogram. Pass the data. See the distribution. Move towards middle, right? Okay, automatically. So every time you generate, it will be showing up this property. Understood. When do you use what sort of generation of data? Like whenever you want some real life observation, do this. It will generate some real data. Cool, right? Similarly, you do this for the guy. I don't see this guy. Guys, right? Just do this guy. So you will see what pattern there it is that contains. See this. This is left skewed data, isn't it? Right. Just note this as an exercise. Okay. So that here also. Yeah. Like for all the distribution, okay, without even reading what it means. See, okay, try generating all the patterns and note down your observation, then cross check. Okay. For all random data generation, try plotting histograms and observe the pattern. Okay, right?
Hold this one. Hash is done, but then like once you
One more. Less folder.
Because when I use this Jupyter thing, it's always like small. It's like
then you add hash before it.
Okay, but what I mean is to increase the font of whatever this one.
What do you use the font? This
Like
code.
just now you increase the font right, for that question or a random thing. the black thing.
Mm.
So any chance how we could increase the count?
Use the number of hashes. One hash means huge. H1 is in the typically converts into HTML products.
No wonder I was using 4 hashes. That's just getting everything small.
Yeah, I mean, it's not 4 hashes to do this small. Okay. We last time did things like we last time did sum and all that, right, to find the performance and everything.
Yeah. Yes.
And we sum and we realize what works out better, right? There are a lot of utilities. Suppose you want to find out. Suppose let me create an array. Okay, sorry, np dot count will be here. Count non-zero. Pass t here. Okay, it will count how many times non-zero elements. So you don't actually have to go through the content. Similarly, you can actually write more complex. Count non-zero number. Okay, if I ask you simply count non-zero number less than 4, less than 3. Actually, if you do this, actually, this is true, false, it is correct. To do this. Okay. So then you have all AD. So do this np dot all pass here d. It will return you true only if all the elements are non-zero. Got it, right?
What is it going to do?
It returns true if all the elements are non-zero. Returns true if all the elements are okay. So you can of course write really complex stuff. np dot sum. If you do, okay, you can write. You want to do the sum of the numbers, which is like let's see if you should do this is 5 t less than t. Is it right? Right. Okay, so you can do operations like this. You have to find sum of numbers which is less than 3 or
Say there's a 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional array or something. And
yeah, it will work. It will work. If you want, excess I discussed with you guys.
Yeah, 0, 1.
So this is your which excess?
0.
This is 0 x reverse. Okay, this is generally we think this is 1 axis. Remember as reverse. Okay, this is 0 axis, this is 1 axis. So let me create a 2-dimensional matrix. So data equal to Random. Data to the. So you want some of it, right? Some of it. So let me dump the data at least. Okay. So data. Okay, it will do this for axis one each row, right? It will find sum of for each row, like 1 plus 1 plus 1, 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1. That's right. Less than 5.
Can you put this whole thing in data 2D or data 2D and check?
This is enriching. Yeah, data today.
Okay, well, have the whole thing covered in till the bracket till here.
No, not that. Not do that. Wait a minute. It's actually measuring only the true false ones. So let me do one thing. Let's do NP sum. Okay, and data today. This is axis 1, right? That means 5 plus 2, 7. Sorry, 6 plus 4, 10 plus 1 plus 1, 1, 3. So it will give you number of, it will give you 1, 2, 3, 4 right now. It will less than 5. You'll get 4. Actually, this is finding number of true options here. 1 true, 2 true, 3 true, 4 true. True. It's actually not giving you data. So you need.
So what is actually axis one is?
Axis 1. See, axis 1 is this layer, right? Okay. Just forget this for a moment. Okay. So axis 1 is this horizontal things. So 1 plus 6 plus 1 plus 4 plus 1. Okay. 2 plus 6 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0. 1 plus 3 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6. Makes sense?
Yeah.
Let me do the sum part and let's clear that out. Okay. Suppose you have data. I think that previous data led to some confusion. Okay, let's do like this. Suppose you have data like this. Huh? Now you do np dot sum. Okay. T less than 11. Oh, that's like I'm not creating. You understood? Was I creating NP array? Do that right? But what is giving you is actually summing you the index, right? So got it, right? I think the group one was creating probably because the data I took it in a list maybe. Check. So now if you have to pass, this is your the data in that dimension, right? Okay, let's proceed further. Clear, right? Yeah. Mhm.
You're trying to get, you're trying to do something with access.
Mhm. Yeah, they always data root the access. Now, so this data is here. Data to the np dot sum. Okay, data to the. So you want it will sum you for entire row, right? Okay, it will be sum of all the numbers which is less than 3 in the entire data.
Less than 10.
Less than 10 in the entire data.
Okay.
Does not expect here. Is out of bounds. Actually, it is actually already converting this data, right? It's already converting it into why this is not working. It's very good observation. Okay, see what is this data to if I simply even if it's a 2D array, right? If I dump it, it will have only how many dimensions? It cannot retain its 2D dimension, can it? See what has happened now? Yeah, you have 2D data, right? But now is it able to retain its 2D dimension? Not right. Remember this point. Let's suppose you have n dimensional data. Okay. So suppose you have n dimensional data, but when you do this sort of operation, right? One dimension. Why? Because the amount of data you might get back, it may not be fit for a two-dimensional data, right? So it cannot just randomly create any dimension. So you might have to write few more stuff to do this. Okay, so you cannot do this in single line. Understood, right? Let the errors be here. Okay, so yeah. So bitwise AND operation is there. Bitwise AND operations. Okay, suppose you want to find, you know what is a bitwise operation between, like if you do AND between two guys,
Basically converts to binary and
then it actually marks and okay. So like 5 and 4. It does all the time, but you won't be dealing with anything at this low level in Python. Okay. So that's okay. So we have done a lot of things around indexing, isn't it? Yeah. A lot of things around indexing. So let me just check if there is something.
So, there's so many
Things to do, right? With this.
functions.
That
Is there a way how we can remember some?
let's carry on all this. Let's note down all the concepts. Right. So that's what I have prepared on master sheet, which contains all this information, so that I don't miss out anything. I just keep checking, if anything is pending over here. I think as of now we are fine. Binary and data. So, linspace have I discussed linspace in the first day? Yeah. So you're good to go. So now I think we are fine for the second last topic here will be sorting. Okay. There was have some content and how we can control the sorting operations. Okay, so suppose we have this data in this format and we plot random. So why do you need the previous random state is to use different random generation algorithm. Okay, here you won't be using any random generation algorithm. Understood what is random state? You want to make there are a lot of data the pattern random data generation algorithm like your chi-square we saw, normal distribution we saw, binary distribution we saw, right? There are a lot of other distributions as well. So suppose you want to use one of those algorithms to generate data for you, right? Because say you're doing some testing on something, you want to simulate some data for doing some normal testing. You can use those algorithms to generate data for you, okay, and do the testing. Okay, we'll be using this extensively in machine learning stage.
So, random state is, if once we have a random state, from there on we can use whatever the mathematical function. Why not?
Right, so that is what this guy is. So let's generate some random number so that we can do sorting on top of it. Say we have 20 size equal to 20 comma. So what did I do to generate some random numbers? uh, 20 comma if I don't give, it will create me single dimensional data. Either you write directly 20 or you do this way. So remember this, many things expects you to pass tuple, right? And if you don't give this comma, it will think that this is a set. Okay, so in Python, whenever it is expecting a tuple from you, you have to, even if it's one element, you have to put it this way. Got it, right? So you'll get this error sometimes, the type not operate for this sort of thing. Just do this, it will fix that up. So data dot sort. Okay, this will sort the contents in memory. Data dot sort. So again, just do that. NP dot sort. It is returning a sorted data, but actually it is not sorted. Right? It is returning a sorted data, but actually it is not sorted. Mm-hmm. So this difference between normal object name dot sort and this guy is it is write it down. Changes data in memory. Returns sorted data. Right? Okay, then there is a very useful and let's sometimes little confusing actually. I'll do this. Okay, you guys have to predict what is happening. Okay, I'll not create such a huge amount of data unless it will come complex things. Okay, tell me what is happening. In the meantime, I'll go on and get a glass of water. You have this data. Okay, so you do this. Tell me, explain me why is this up?
Because it's sorting the data based on the index. The highest index first. Yeah. Lowest. This is the least value here, so it's going here. Next least is this one. So it's next is this one.
This is useless. You didn't give me time to get water also. Yeah, that is right. Generally, I do this thing and I will get a glass of water. Okay, yeah, that's perfectly right. So it's very useful operation.
Never mind, you can have a glass of water.
So what you do here basically you sort it based on index. Right? These numbers are nothing but index here. Okay, very useful actually. This index you can later on use and do some processing, come back and it's reduces a lot of time. Keep this in mind. Okay, now we will be sorting along rows and columns. Two dimensions, right? Now, in the meantime, do one operation. Create a two-dimensional binomial distribution data. Okay, two-dimensional binomial distribution. Find the max in each row. Okay, find the max in each row. Understood?
Using 1 plus 1 in class and then you set an exam, you get a direct E power X problem.
So do it this way. Do it this way.
Binomial distribution, two-dimensional binomial distribution, and we have to get the maximum in each. is the code, I think. The rand state create one data is equal to np dot array np dot array of random dot rand state. And there, I think you hit tab in your keyboard, you get the options which you do. Random dot binomial is set, right? Just open the system now. So I'll get this done. What is the syntax you look for rand state?
np random dot rand state.
And the parameters inside it. The parameters inside it, like
Capital R. Rand state. It's the command completion, right? Just remove rand. No, just remove the last thing.
last thing.
Last thing.
The size is
You have already, I don't think you have imported random. Imported NP. NumPy. You written this now? So you don't import it. Either you execute that again or import it again. The same.
And we have to keep the sizes for number of elements and size.
Right. I think guys, you need a little bit of NumPy worksheet. I have shared it on with you. It will have all the problems it will provide solution. See, you need to give a random. If you're not sure, right, which will be initially, of course, right, and in fact, it's a huge library. Don't be surprised. So you have imported NumPy as NP. Then whenever you're confused, so NP dot random, you know for sure, right? Random. Sorry, random is a dot. You see the random state tab you give, it will automatically come and say how you don't know how to use it. Just to help. Use this save. Okay, because it is not possible to remember everything. It's very huge. So it will tell you how to use it. You drag it down. You drag it down. There will be some examples. See, this is binomial you are using. Or it will at least tell you what are the argument options. Okay. No, it's not showing how to use it. No, it's not showing it. Or that you might have to do NumPy documentation manually. Okay, just be fine with that actually. Initially, there is on the shortcut, just do that. Once or twice, if you do, then you'll remember what to do and you'll realize the pattern. Right? Once you realize the pattern, you do it and like the way I do now. Right? It's not that I remember it. I just have realized the pattern. So you try, something may not work sometimes. We'll go and check the documentation. Fix that. So that is what you try to achieve. Other it is not possible. Like we do for other stuff, we prepare a sheet, mark up everything. You don't work out in this. It's really large for that. Actually, we need to fetch. Just pretty much where to fetch, how to do it. If you have some problems, then how to debug it. That is the skill set that you really need to build up. Okay, so let me do this problem. What I said, binomial distribution. Huh?
Binomial distribution. Find the maximum.
That's the piece right there. Stuck. Empty dot random. Random state some number you give. So see it right. That's how you remember. So right. RNG. Which distribution I want? Binomial distribution. Binomial distribution. So the data, size of this 2D array, right? 10 plus 10. Okay. And this is what your data. Binomial takes least two possible arguments given. See NP size. Oh. number of trials. So this has to do little bit specific with. So I might have to pass two data. Let me pass. So it needs this less some distribution probability. Less than, yeah, now it is fine, right? Okay, it generated data for you. So if you want to see the data, okay, now you want max of each.
What exactly is 0.5 there?
0.5 is, if you see probability, it's a binomial distribution, right? It has a probabilistic distribution. If you actually let me show you, it will find the data distribution by probability. You can see a lot of data around 0.5 range, right?
Okay, around 15.
50 range. If I change it to 2 here, I believe a lot of data will be around 20s. Right? See this around 20s, right? So it will be, what does it mean? You know, where the curve will be. I know where the curve will be. That is what we saw from the observation. Now you really don't have to remember the definition. Right? You saw the observation, and you know the best way to remember this is plot a graph. Plot a graph. Purple does not exist. Okay, pink, let me try. Does it? Is it some other error or this error? Some other error. See, color के वो must be color per data set. Okay, ready to be correct. And now it is coming. Let's see now. Oh, there is different type of data actually. So it is generating different pattern of data, and more or less you see, though the data range is 100, you'll see the actual data is between 10 this number and 29 number. That's the entire distribution focused on, because we have written 0.2. So, wait, one minute.
What exactly is happening? Why is it changing 10 to 30? Because most of the distribution is around 20. 0.2. And 4 showing 0.4. What is this axis?
This is your probability, not probability. This is like distribution.
So very good.
I mean, the idea here is, see, based on that information, it actually find out, this pattern here. This is to do with binomial distribution. Okay, find out the pattern here. Like this, what it created here, it created, I think it created some sense of buckets here. This is 10 plus 10 data, right? And you can see, our actual data will be living around 20s. That's the reason data which is around 20s, right, will have zero value. You see, this is 23 is close to 20, 0. 18 is close to 20, 0. 23 is close to 20, 0. 19 is close to 20, 0. So I think 14 onwards you will not see it very 14 or 17 onwards. It is showing 1. So the middle axis becomes 0.
Yeah, binomial
distribution. Yeah. The middle axis becomes 0, and the closer things becomes 1, and the little far up things becomes 2, 3, 4. So that's why it populated this stuff. Okay. So once it populates this stuff, so this is your 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 actually.
So the 0.2, that range resets.
0.2. See, 0.2, the range is where the data will be more concentrated. Actual data will be between 0 to 100 actually. But we want to generate beyond around this 0.2 data. Okay, that's it. I mean, don't worry about distribution part. It will be talking because these are ways by which you are generating this data. What is distribution data? But here, get the sense that most of the data you are generating is more closer to your 0.2% of the data. Okay, so now what do you want to do? You have this data, isn't it? So what you can do, np.max data, right? It will get you data in each row, highest data in each row.
Which is 0. As a 0.
Okay. 23, highest data in each column. Is this 23 the highest number here? Yes. Right? Highest data in 0 means this exists. The highest data in each column. Clear, right?
I'm getting this. 0 only I need to.
Name data file not defined. Okay, execute it. Shift and skip.
Second time again.
Yeah. Okay, let's see now structured arrays. Okay. Suppose. Okay. So let's see now how can we create structured arrays here. Okay. Okay. So do this. Data is equal to np zeros code dot dtype pass information name colon name age weight. Formats. Formats. Okay. Format will be sorry, why did I write like this? Name colon this data. Names colon. Yeah. Okay. So if I dump the data now, right? So it actually creates four with the number that I've written first, right? 4, right? It creates 4 empty values since it is zeros. 4 entries are there. Okay. Uh, Here U10. Okay, that means you can have 10 characters. U10 means Unicode string of maximum length 10. Okay, just keep writing this. U10 means Unicode string of max length. I4. Four, huh? 4 bytes of integer. Bytes integer. Okay, F8 is 8 bytes of float, right? Bytes of float.
First one is Unicode string of max length 10 characters.
Huh?
And so it accepts name maximum
10 strings.
10 characters, right? Not 10 bytes or anything. It's just 10 characters. So
Okay.
how do we pass?
How do you populate it, right? So the beauty here is really, I mean, this understand this thing in order that you'll be using this way, but you know, this actually gives a lot of understanding. Okay, so I have 3 data like this. 3 data with 4 elements each. Now, what we'll do with these 4 elements, we can do this data. Got it? It is now getting filled up there, right? You have 3 data here. So you assigned the name to name there, data there. So you want all the names. Get all the names. Right? You want first element here. First element here. You want second element here. Understood?
Yeah. So it's basically storing all the, it's storing something like key value pairs or
No, it is just yeah. It's storing most data is structured data. Okay? Where data has a structure. What is the structure of the data? Data has a name, age, and the other thing. Yeah, weight, name, age, and weight. It has these three information data, right? So you're storing structured data now. Write this index.
Can we like perform operations on this data?
Oh, you can program also. Okay. But you got a hang of this. What is this guy doing? You can perform a lot of operations on it, and based on this only. So suppose you want to get the name. Okay, suppose you have some information and you want to get the name of a person whose age is less than 30, for example. Right. So how do you do this? Data, age, less than 30. You want to get his name, right? These two person have age less than 30. Clear?
This So if I want to find the average age of these four guys, so if I give np dot array of age or np dot age of mean or something,
that will work. You want age, right? And see np dot. Okay.
in some places there'll be some. We have this concept in Python where we do regular expressions, where we find based on the strings starts with this, contains one or more of this. So usually it's the name. We have to say get some insight out of the name itself. So then can we bring in regular expressions and filter that out?
So we see how to add user defined functions.
That is not done.
That is not directly done because there you are processing strings, right?
Yeah, strings.
So you are paying the
Strings, files.
So you are processing user defined functions. So by the way, clear so far, how the distribution is.
So that's good.
There are many ways of creating such stuff. Okay, this is a D type information. It's creating a D type for you. So you can actually pass like this. Okay, and whenever you're creating data, MP 0 zeros 4 dot. Got it, right? You can directly do this. Rather than writing that convoluted code as we read about, right? You can directly do this.
Why does do here?
For string.
Yeah.
Because you want to initialize with zeros, null string, empty string.
If once, then we'll probably get one sort of something.
Okay, you need now string for you won't get anything.
Other than
Okay, I think string also you are getting one, that's good. Right? You are initializing it with all ones.
basically it's reading one as a character. It's not taking that as a right.
Yeah, it's not taking it as a number, it's a string. See? Still confusing on those things. Do this one, write this one in simple code, this one, add some data to this. With this, we will do this stuff. This ends our journey with NumPy. And you'll find to do these things in a much easier way when you're taking pandas. In NumPy, this is to understand how it is happening internally. You'll be writing this code. You'll be you'll be writing, you'll be writing NumPy to create numbers, generate numbers, do some things. Not this sort of stuff. You'll be using pandas for that. It is very convenient to do all this stuff. Just write this last code. When you are creating, adding all the data. Tuple.
The last one, sir.
Yeah. Rather than this NP guy, use the guy that I have done in the end. Use this guy. Use this guy first. Just you just scroll up. Type it is done. Now add some data to it. The way I have added it here. Okay. Like this.
First, you have to declare this, right, and then only I can do it.
First, you have to declare. You can use the last way what I did actually. That is less verbose, right? Just see the last way that I did. This way, clear this way, and do declare in these ways, these two lines. Easier to do actually. Then go and add it.
Same object does not support the item or something.
Data type not seen. You do you. Here you do you. Captain. Shit. Need one more bracket at the end. You can have to execute all the steps.
See, you have executed this guy, right? Execute this guy. Right? Execute this guy now. Item assignment. Height, weight. Okay. So what is if I print this? What is this P ones? Okay. So if you do in data, It's offline, right? I don't know why it was.
Yeah, I guess I need to change something here. TYP or
So, oh, yeah. Indirect. Oh, you know, that was, see if you're down the road, you're getting this data change, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, similar way, you can change the other data as well. And data, age.
item assignment.
Do this. So just do this 4 lines. So you just first create the type here. Create this. Add this. Now if you do end data. Okay. Okay. Anyway, just repeat it. Okay. Just see, step by step. I think that's a silly thing that show me what's. No, not this, not this. You have this information here, right? String number and all. Okay, so just print what is the data type, data object name. Type. No, object you cannot be typed. Hey, you have not given an object any name.
I thought TYP is
No. DYP is a type information, right? It is not object name. Object name is leave something. Yeah. So just fix those things here. Yeah. Just make sure you're assigning this. Understood, right?
Yeah.
Just execute this stuff. Let me save this file and we'll wrap it up today. Next class onwards, we'll start with pandas. So I'll commit all this code.
So pandas is a core data science.
It is right. So pandas is using this guys internally. Okay. And we try this first. This I'll upload this file. I think to be same data science.
It still doesn't support. Like TYP.
So this should print.
I'll do it.
Now you can execute all of them this time. Just this is it. Okay. So when you have the next class,
You guys work like crazy. You take like 10-15 minutes break and then you get class.
yeah, it's yeah, you have to do that.
That class is done right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Recent practice or not, right? So, recent practice or not, right? No, not last 2 weeks. Next week. Only 2 days before whatever I did, that is what I did. You have to get comfortable with the syntax, the methods. Syntax really little less stressful, but the syntax most less. I'm thinking of putting in at least some time, at least like 1 hour, 1.5 hours every day. whatever happens, forget everything around us. One app, make sure to sit and work on this one. So then it will, it's not difficult actually. Better than the Java C. It's actually a little bit easy compared to Java and C. Is that pointer is the you used to be similar thing they used in Python. You remember they did boxing and unboxing and all those things. In that you point the arrays to this one, it passes the value. So one just needs a lot of practice. Whatever the result is just basic things. Just to get started. After this, we have to put in efforts. You work for SoftGen, right? I just saw a couple of data architects, data science, this one opening there. Just like 1 or 2 days started, just open. So, sure. It's there, recruiting to outside. Yeah, it's I saw on LinkedIn actually. You can actually pass it over to them internally only, right? If you want to, it's not that easy. It takes 6 months to get come on board. My manager is ready for this program. I think that will still not deny it. It's not possible. I can get someone outside. That kind of stuff is there. I'll give it to you here or there. I mean, I can find it here or there. I got it on LinkedIn itself. I'm sure it will. I mean, it's a really cool. I think we are not still ready. Not vaccinated. I can tell you what department or I see that so mainly the same thing. It's investment banking itself, right? It's mainly investment banking itself. Good thing. A lot of analytics plays a huge role in these kind of things. They're expecting good experience. They will get outside also. How many people will experience they will be trained and starting like maybe 1 or 2 years back then. At least. Data scientists, yeah. Lately, after 2013, 14, only many people started. At least in India, it started. But people who get recruited for that, remember they had many people like data analysts and all those guys. For them, there's a little bit of advantage because they do all the data mining, accessing the database, SQL, all these things. Right? So they have a little bit advantage. So they'll say even if they have data analyst experience, they'll change that to data scientist experience. And some advanced stuff. Okay, Excel. Okay. Now he's doing something really at Excel. He's doing the analysis. Analysis is anything that it can be with Excel also you can do a lot. He's actually Excel I thought he is relying on something, but actually with using Excel also, there's a lot of analysis. Yeah, it's a powerful tool. But for them, I don't know, even in our previous office, we had support teams, support groups. For them, not much. They'll just run the script. Even if it is, see, we have Microsoft Access, where we prepare jobs, they run scripts at a particular time, those kind of things. We prepare the scripts and those guys just run it, right? So at that point, they don't have much into them, updating the repository or anything. It's just routine thing. Do the same thing. Like, only data set is very huge. Not only you get a chance to use Python or in small data sets. Doing good things in Excel. Excel is good at 200 MB. Any file about 200 MB, Excel MB is not less. Because that's a lot of data. Unless otherwise you have to use this images or some kind of regarding or something else. You know, this language processing, another is deep learning. These there is no option. You have to use Python. That is exactly like the Mintra, Flipkart. But they use basically web scraping. Right? But they keep the Nike suit. Next time will come, it will get the end of the Nike suit. Yeah. These things you can't do in Excel. Right. We use Python or some programming. What the graphs you are showing is very easy in Excel. Excel, yeah, we can basic data is there, you need some graphs, bar charts, even manager inside. You give time to answer. Next, like it is changing like very few people will be in yeah. Now it's moving towards a different thing, DevOps. People are moving to DevOps. So you develop something, you yourself support because that's why they call it DevOps. Development and operations. Last week, that every after this automation start, this automation is doing so globally, 4 people out of 10 people. Mostly it will be affected who are in support. Jobs. 4 out of 10. Out of 4, 3 in India. The 3 in other countries, not in India. One in rest one is globally. 4 people will lose job globally. And out of 4, 3 will be in India. Actually, I've had a similar discussion with he worked for NetApp, and from NetApp he went to now he's working for Red Hat. So in NetApp, you know what happened? They have an office in San Francisco in US. So this CEO or some guy along with some project managers, they discussed something. Told him, don't worry, we are having a mass layoff, but then you can, if you are from India or China or some other country, you can go there and pretty sure you get a job there and make sure you get a job there. And because PM and all people of that, usually they'll be around 130, 140K per annum. 130, $140,000 per annum will be the package. So in India, they can get the job done for like probably 1/3 of the salary they're paying, and that's the reason they're getting off. Before this automation becomes so now the cost is there only. What they pay to the regular people. That's why they want all the technical people from here. Only technical people from here will go there. Only the support guy will be here. Yeah, at least we could do whatever I mean, whatever we learned here, right? Like machine learning things. Then nobody will ask you what is your experience. Even if you have like 1-2 years experience, you would go to start. Next, I think we have wait for to wait for it. It's getting really hard to see, right? Oh, machine learning and data science. This market is improving. Mainly, I mean, we have this method, whatever we learned here, right? After this, I want to teach us sci-fi also. Sci-fi. That is mainly for different mathematical calculations. We'll in data science course, we'll know what is happening. Like if you run this algorithm, you know what is happening. But I think machine learning will learn why it is happening, and how to change. Then I think we'll have neural nets, training and classifiers and all those kind of things in machine learning. Which office they have. Like if they have openings for data scientists, we can tell them, see, good in here. Yeah, even that's some startups. Yeah, he brings many companies. I mean, many technologies. I do remember that we last week, if we have any data scientists, please refer to it should be yeah. Financial industry is like in the boom right now. Many industries are going it's actually improving nowadays. Slow experience is better than other. We have a lot of restriction. Like even other domain, retail, healthcare is one of my friends. We are doing the same job. We are in sales. We had the healthcare. I came to retail. He went to United. He's sitting almost within 3 years. G United. When healthcare is just analysis. It's very complicated. Because in financial field, if this then that, life is United Health is not United. United Health. G is in Bangalore. Generally, BNP is not. BNP is in achievement is Dutch, Deutsche, Dutch, that and what else? HSBC, cities, city man. They are wish I could have. Actually, in my family, all three members, I have my one elder sister and my both parents. All of them are into commerce sector, like total banking. Dad worked for RBI, and then my mother was working for Syndicate Bank, and then she took. But then it's government, RBI, Syndicate, the government will taking funds. Then my sister, she went for extension. Again, she's doing the financial thing itself there. I think she has a client for the Royal Bank of Scotland, RBS. I don't know how good a client is. It's good. He's in Bangalore. Yeah, Bangalore. So she's actually also going to there. She works at, she sits at section. That's one thing. So I can get the inputs like what to do if it's banking financial. So after learning this, then I'll ask them refer me into some fintech or something. She's her office, Accenture office is near that forum. She finally all the situation which is nearest to your itself country. Suppose they will ask you to come to Manyata. Good opportunity will go, but situation will be life will be different actually. You are to us, right? Minimum to us, right? It's a good distance from that side of the city. So you have to think 4 hours. No, from Manita from here to us? Yeah. Okay. It is like 1.5 hours maybe. Okay. Not less than that. If you start at 8, suppose you want to revert that. Officer traffic. Start at 8, 7. Still it will take 1.5 hours. They also revert that thing. But nowadays, most of the time, what they do is they sign in once they sit inside the cab itself. Like once you start, you basically log in inside the home only. Then if there is any news going on, Oracle taking over action. So at least 5 years. I'll ask my sister what is going on. But I mean, maybe I'll get the insider But actually, companies, I feel it's ISPL, 2, 3 small NoSQL databases. But Accenture, I think they have some microsystem. Big company. But yeah, now there's competition between Oracle and SAP, right? It's either enterprise people would prefer either Oracle or SAP for their complete enterprise. What do you say? Yes, yes, solution. But SAP is much advanced, much ahead in terms of enterprise. If Oracle has a bigger business, but the ERP partners, only the ERP part you could use. SAP is much ahead. What is ERP? ERP is enterprise resource. Entire organization managed with that. Okay, right. You're managing many departments like your employees, you will not be buying different software. Right. One ERP company. This is just giving a. So I think that's why Oracle wants to be the best. That's why it's buying everything. But what we have done, it is not good. But I leave companies. Microsoft is hiring data scientists, lazy, but not here in Hyderabad actually. I searched their expectation. Even with 2 to 7 years of experience there, but 2 to 7 years, that is total data science. The remaining experience, it's like they count overall experience, but relevant should be 2 to 7. Usually, the machine learning algorithms or these things, they have many products, right? Microsoft research. Yes. Doing that kind of companies, Microsoft, Google, once you get into the yeah, the real employees also like that because they give them Apple iPads, everything. Yeah. That I thought of asking him that Dimple Barbie jokes. Which one? Dimple Barbie jokes. Yes, she just had a 5 minutes. She was going to the elections. Okay, campaign reporter. ZP guys, something things. Now there's a lot of Kapil Sharma jokes actually coming. So then Salman Khan jokes too. Because of this new movie coming, it's like Cubeland or something. It is good. Cubeland is good. It's not good. The seen Facebook and Facebook. got it wrong for this year. Sufyan Khan will be there. Sufyan Khan is brother. And then Salman Khan will ask by teacher का नाम क्या रखूँ? What what maybe like कल 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 क्या मारा? Like he say, what did you hit me yesterday? Like how did you hit me? He said kick. Like अच्छा नाम वही रख. Like that's why Salman Khan had kicked movie. And then next, nowadays, like after that was in 2011, in 2016 or 17, they'll say Salman will again go to Ismail Khan. Say movie का नाम क्या रखे? Say बाबूजी क्या बोला था? Is it like
Hanging around. Yes.
next week on Saturday? Saturday, Sunday.
Saturday will shift the timings about 8 morning. Ashish will take it's a good talk on the distributions of business.
So again, we start Tuesday, and Tuesday we'll be working on podcast.
Tuesday we will working on podcast. After that, Thursday, Friday, we will have continuous classes. That is, I'm expecting by April and we should be in good shape. Okay.
That will be long.
Yeah, this data science part will be by April. Sure. In data science, it consists of a fundamental machine learning where I'll be spending around 10 hours, like 8 to 10 hours machine learning. That's it. But after that there is advanced machine learning, 600 hours. Here it will be more of a stint of machine learning because it's really deep. So there's another advanced machine learning process.
So what exactly will be, how much time does the machine learning course?
Here it will be 8 hours, more of an introduction of the basic things. Okay, there's a scikit-learn library, how to use that. So, and in advanced level, we will actually solving bigger problems, how to fine-tune it. And that sort of stuff. But anyway, I'm not very worried. That's big, but it's not in that time. So right now, focus on that daily incremental learning actually. And you cannot think 5 days. I mean, I can't think 5 days down the line. Whatever I thought 5 days only, it never happens. Like just my object is to really learn and do small things and get it done. So eventually, the bigger target gets that works out rather than complicating too many things.
You're just telling our thing is not of contracts. It's really So because in GitHub you open and say one is Mindtree, one is there's so many other companies if you will take
Okay, I sometimes have to name it for them because otherwise it's confusing to those people.
So you must be doing what people are looking
at. And precisely actually now the market has shuffled a bit. There are a lot of data science companies now who are moving to things like SpicePark. I mean, they hire freshers. Okay, there are few companies because I'm cheaper, so they hire freshers something. Okay, they train them for Python and R for something. Then they one day each. So I'm talking about 30-40 size company. Okay, one day each they'll teach you, then ask you to get started. This is one level of company. And that way, but these companies are rich now. They're making good money. So expect next 6 months that this company will pay a little more higher salary compared to other people. Risk and what is not risk. Everything is the same thing. So this is the guy. My phone went off actually. So he was an ex-student of ours. Okay. So he actually is supposed to join a company. He is from chemistry background. I'm quite impressed by the way he has picked up things. Some advanced Python concepts he learned actually. So now he has a job interview and he got somewhere he got stuck. So let's see.
just for Python developer.
Python and web scraping and yeah, typically in that domain.
will check to join the startups.
Hmm?
When joining the startups, I will check.
No,
You
don't
have to
worry.
come out of that comfort zone.
That is for sure. And the thing is, join a startup once. What will happen? You'll learn many things. Then you go to a bigger company and stabilize there. If you go join a big company directly, then learning is very limited, very very focused.
Please refer us if you.
No, sure. I will do that actually. I'll do that. There are few places where they are looking for people. Okay, I'll at least connect the point. That point. 6 weeks.
Snapping up. The layer of
Yeah,
a lot of employees.
snappy.
Once that funding is over,
Yeah, Naveen, I've sent you the link. Yeah, waiting. My phone is not on. Yeah, I've replied it to that same mail actually, whichever you sent.
14,000 people. That is
Going
to happen.
Oh, no, right, you're right. My actually, it's not. I'm not able to connect. I got no. Okay, yeah, please join. See, Java is, don't worry, Indian market is good. But the point is, what companies need, and people know there is a gap. There is a gap. There is a serious gap, and companies have to train their employees, and they invest a lot in this. And the employee leaves in 6 months. I'm telling you, companies, it's a big hit. Big hit in the sense negative, big hit to the company, not that big hit. Okay, so it's a very big concern. I mean, the director. So let me go ahead with this meeting. Okay, we're going to discuss this in the next session.
Hello.
Yeah, you have to hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, Avanti. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Okay.
Oh, great. So it is audible to you, right? My voice is.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Great. Yeah. So yeah, hope you have seen those files.
Yeah, so I was going through the
Is it
doc.
okay if I record?
Yeah, that's fine. Got it.
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, go ahead and
you
record.
you should be getting some message, right? For recording.
I did that.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. So the first one is JSON format that we have to scrap. Second one, what I was being told that I have to use XPath and Selenium. So through Beautiful Soup, second one I tried that HTML parsing. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, through Beautiful Soup, I tried the parsing that. Even I tried to populate the data in CSV. I was able to do that, but there is some small this thing that I faced when I look at the HTML file. There are
Wait.
two different. Pardon me?
Wait. I'm a little confused. Okay, let's take one by one. Okay,
Yeah.
because I would understand.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
Okay, so first problem. What is the state with first problem?
Okay. So first is it's a JSON file. It's HTML HTML document wherein the content is JSON content. So they are expecting us to scrap the data, okay, and populate the data either in CSV or in SQLite database. So that is what their expectation.
Right. This is the screen, right, that you see here. This is the data.
Just a minute. I can't see. I can see your mail ID. Mail. Yeah, this is the document.
So whatever I see, you see sample.html. This is the document. Huh?
Yes.
This is all the content. Right. So this is all the contents here, right? So hello. Hello.